Hey guys, Gene Hackis here. Now I want to help you guys out to understand the compensation plan a little bit better. I know I'm seeing that people are asking, how come I'm not getting people land on my matrix, no spillovers and all these things. Now I know we did say in the video that you do get spillover. There's a possibility that you can earn income without actually, selling any of the products, any of the travel products. But of course we do not encourage that, right? You want to be able to sell the product and earn commissions, right? So I'm gonna take this in a different perspective, see if you guys can understand this better. So this is a matrix right here, right? So let's imagine that the matrix, the 2x2 matrix, right, it's empty spots, empty holes that you gotta fill up. And how do you fill it up? Right, by selling the product. Once you sell one of the products, depending which level, you fill that spot and you earn a commission, right? So let's say this is your sponsor, right? This is you right here. He hasn't brought you in yet. So what happens? Your sponsor goes, tells somebody, which is you, about this amazing opportunity. You buy the product, you get added into his matrix. Now for him to get paid, right, well, for him to triple his income, which is triple your Bitcoin, he has to fill the 6 spots that he has available so that he can triple his Bitcoin. So you just came in and you're learning about the business, and your sponsor, he's a rock star, and he goes in, sponsors somebody else. Now the matrix works is left to right. So he just enrolled you, he landed on his left. He enrolls somebody else, they're gonna land on his right. Right here. Let me, whoops. So he lands, the person that he enrolls, on his right. Okay, so you're still learning over here, and you're, like I said, your sponsor's a superstar. He comes and enrolls somebody else. Remember, it goes left to right. He enrolls somebody else, and then he enrolls somebody else and somebody else. So what happens here? He completes his matrix, therefore causing him to triple his Bitcoin. But you're still over here, but you're kind of happy because you're like, oh awesome, I haven't done anything yet, and I have 2 people in my matrix. Now remember, every matrix is separate. So your sponsor has his matrix right here. When you land over here, you have your matrix right here. So let's draw out your matrix that you have to fill out. Right, so let's ignore this that's over here. So let's come down and let's ignore this over here because that has nothing to do with you. Okay, so you're over here and you have to fill out your 6 spots. So you come in and you're a superstar 2 now. You got your first person, they run under you, but of course your first 2 spots already filled up, so your person that you just brought in has nowhere else to go but below this person in their matrix. So then you come and enroll somebody else, and now you just need 2 more spots. But let's say this person, right, gets someone before you fill that spot. So now they just brought someone else. So you still have 1 more spot left. Now remember, your sponsor's over here and he filled up your first 2 spots. Now what a lot of people are thinking is like, well, my sponsor might bring in my last person, right? Because he's over here, it's gonna land over here. But no, not really. That's not how it works, because your sponsor can only fill 2 spots in your matrix over here, because he has to fill up the rest, because there's only 6 spaces available in the matrix. So you either have to fill this up yourself by sponsoring someone else, Or maybe this guy that landed in your matrix, he enrolls somebody. And then what happens over here? Since now you filled out your spots over here, you just completed your matrix and you have tripled your Bitcoin. So hopefully you guys understand that, you're following with me. But let's give you another scenario, right? Let's say that you have your matrix right here and you enrolled the people, right? You enrolled your first 2 people and you're doing good, but of course you gotta finish your matrix. Let's do this so I can actually show you what I'm trying to. So if this happens, you have your empty spots. Alright, so these 2 people, you brought them in. Now, because you brought them in, you've already filled your first 2 spots in the 2x2. So your sponsor's over here. So if he brings somebody, they're not gonna land over here, right? Because you already filled up those 2 spots right here. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna go to his other side. Since it goes from left to right, it finds the empty spots in his matrix, because your matrix is right here on its own. He has not, the only part that he has something to do with is your first 2, right? If you had this empty right here, then yes, somebody might land over here from your sponsor. That's the only way. But what you could do is help your team, help them enroll somebody so that they can land in your matrix and help you fill it out. They do the same thing, and he does the same thing, and he does the same thing. And then what happens? You complete your matrix. See, hopefully you guys understand this. I know it looks a little bit, messy, but hopefully you guys get the concept and understand how the matrix works and how you get somebody that was not sponsored by you and up to where you actually get spilled over. You only get these 2, then the rest are spilled under because they were brought in from somebody that was under you. Okay, I hope this helps you guys and you understand it better. If not, please make sure you leave some comments and your questions below.